Good morning, guys. So today we're going to be modeling and solving equations. This is actually going to be modeling and solving equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign of the equation. So first things first, we are going to combine like terms if necessary. And then we are going to collect all of our constants on one side using inverse operations. Okay, inverse, remember, of course, means the opposite. Then after we collect the constants on one side, we are going to collect the variables on one side. Also, we're going to be using the inverse operations. And then finally, we are going to solve the equation. Okay? So, sometimes we're going to give you models. Here are some examples of models. Okay? So, on the first one, I have two positives. So, that's going to be my 2x. Here's a negative, and there's only one, so that's negative 1 equals, okay, 1x, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 4 positives, so plus 4. Okay, so the first thing it told me to do is to move the constants. Remember, my constants are these numbers. I am going to move them to the right. So instead of a negative 1, I'm going to do a plus 1. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. These will cancel out. I'm left with 2x is equal to x. 4 plus 1 is plus 5. Okay, that's moving my constants. Now I need to move my variables. That means my x's. So I'm going to move this x to this side by doing the inverse. So minus x on this side, minus x here. These will cancel out. I'm left with 5. 2x's minus 1x gives me 1x. So my answer is x is equal to 5. Okay, let's look at the next one. I have 3 x's on one side. I'm going to draw my line. And I have 1x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, negative 8s. Okay. So now this one's a one step actually. So all I'm going to do is take that x and move it over. So that's a positive x, minus x, minus x. Those will cancel out. I'm left with negative 8. 3x's minus 1x is 2x. Now remember, when I don't want 2x's. I always want to find 1x. So this means multiplying. The opposite of multiplying means to divide. So x is equal to negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. I gave you the answer. My bad. Okay. Now I know you can't see this one on mine. I am just going to redraw for you just to make it a bit easier. Okay, and on this one they did not give us pluses or minus, but these are green, so I know that these are positive. So that's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. A positive 4x these were yellow, so that's going to be positive as well. So plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 7. So we're going to move the constants first, okay? We are going to move them over here. So I'm actually going to tell you we want the variables here and the constants on this side. So I'm going to move that constant. Instead of a plus 3, I'm going to do a minus 3. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So here's my variable, 4x, 2x. 7 minus 3 is a positive 4. So now that I've moved my constants over here, now I need to move my variables. I need to move this. So instead of a positive 2, it's going to be a negative 2. 4 minus 2 is 2x is equal to 4. And remember, I don't want 2 x's, I just want 1. This means that they're multiplying, and the opposite of multiplying would be to divide. And I'm going to do that to both sides. So x is equal to 2. Alright, my last one. I have 2 x's, and they're green. And then I have 3 little red dot, 3 red squares. We're going to ignore these. So that's a negative, so that's minus 3 equals, or my line, 1x minus 8. So remember, I want my variables here, and I want my constants here. So let's move my constants first. Instead of that negative 3, it's going to be a positive 3. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. I'm going to rewrite. Negative 8 plus 3 is that negative 5. Okay. Now I'm going to move my variables. So instead of a positive x, it's going to be negative. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. 2x minus x is just simply 1x. And that is negative 5. That is my answer. I know this is going to take a bit of time to understand, so I want you to just bear with me. We have about a week of solving, so please do not get discouraged yet. And if you have any questions, I am here to help. So I will see you guys later. Bye.